10 and number 11. Number 10 is going to end up with, as you can see, after we're distributing, it's going to be all positive terms. Number 11 will have some negative terms involved, so we'll handle them separately. That'll give us a chance to talk about positives and negatives. So here are the 3 steps to complete this assignment. You need to distribute, and we'll talk about what that means. You need to identify like terms, and you need to combine like terms. So it's really 3 tasks that you're working on here. First is, can you distribute? And distribute, again, means to multiply a term outside of a set of parentheses against each term inside the parentheses. So when I distribute this 3 on the first example, in the first parentheses, it's going to be 3 times 2x, and then 3 times 6. And these are the kind of distribution rainbows that we talk about. And they both mean times 3. So 3 times 2x is my first multiplication. That results in a 6x. 3 times 6 results in positive 18. I need to keep going. Plus this distribution. And that gives 4 times 3x is 12x. And 4 times positive 1 gives me positive 4. Now I'm going to move on. And the way that we work this is we are going to identify like terms. So I encourage everybody to use red and to use a box for variable terms that are the same. And remember to include the sign with the term. So I like to make the box big enough to catch the addition sign here, so that when we combine them, you remember that this is a positive 12x. And it's more important when we have negatives involved. But switching colors, getting blue here. You can switch pens if you have pens when you're doing this assignment, and you should be circling in positive 18, and you should be circling in positive 4. And I like circles because they start with C, and these are constants. So I like to try to always keep the shapes that I'm using the same. And I think if your constants are always blue circles, you're in good shape. Anyway, that was it. That was identifying like terms, and now it's time to combine like terms. So we'll move to the final step here. And you can only put things together that are the same. That's why we use the boxes. So I can combine 6x and 12x, and I can combine 18 and positive 4. 6x and 12x, you're simply adding them. Comes out to 18x, and 18 plus positive 4 comes out to 22. And this, my friends, is a finished and completed expression. That is what it looks like, and that's a final answer. And it is because if I went like this, I'd say, okay, this is an x term, and this is a constant, and they cannot be combined because they are not like that big L right there. They are not like terms, those two. So do not put them together and come up with some number like 40x or something like that. This one is done. Okay, moving on. One more example. So here we go. We'll do number 11. Same thing as before. 5 times 6x and 5 times negative 2. 5 times 6x, I'm going to go a little more quickly. 30x, 5 times negative 2, negative 10. Remembering our operations with integers. Plus 8 times 3, 24. 8 times negative 2x, negative 16x. Whew. That was the first step. We first, let's see, distributed. Now we need to identify like terms. Again, I'm going to kind of hustle here. So 30x and negative 16x and negative 10 and positive 24. They don't always have to be in this red, blue order. As you can see, we have red, blue, red order. So we need to combine from a little bit further away. No big deal. We just go like this. There's 30x and negative 16x. Here's negative 10 and positive 24. So 30 and negative 16. In your head, this is your brain space here, your thought bubble. You say, well, what is 30 plus negative 16? And you need to remember these signs are different, so you find the difference between them. The difference between those two numbers is 14. Now you have the question of, is it positive 14 or negative 14? And that's when you look at, let's see if we can do this quickly. You look at the two numbers, yikes, that's a crinkly 30 and a crinkly negative 16, and you say, which one has the greater absolute value? And the answer is, of course, I hope we all know, the answer is 30 has the greater absolute value. So you take the sign from that number, which is positive. So we keep that positive symbol with the 14. I don't have to write a plus. And it's definitely an x. So 14x And here we have negative 10 and positive 24. Again, same thing. In your mind, you have to say, what's the difference between these two things? Which means, what is 24 minus 10? That's definitely 14. And again, we have to say, does it take the positive from the 24 or the negative from the 10? It definitely takes the positive from the 24. This here is 14x plus 14. That is a completed, done expression. There's nothing else I can do with it because, one, it doesn't equal anything, and two, these are not like terms, so they cannot be combined. This is finished, completely, fini, done, kaput, and correct as well. If you need further assistance with this, I should get an email from you, or you should find me during lunch or after school, and we will make sure that you know how to do it. Some of the multiplication, like down here, 7 times negative 8, you may need to refer to a multiplication chart or do something clever to find out some of those answers, but everybody can handle this. Okay? Good luck.